you're not as good as you think you are. You see, you're just waiting, floating into the day you finally die. People like me, the bad ones, we had the misfortune of being misnamed. We're not bad at all. We're just curious. We just go with our instincts, our guts. And you sit there thinking a floor is a floor, and you're not at all good. You're just floating, waiting until the day you finally die. Which brings me to an interesting story. Never masturbate in the middle of the day. Never. There are consequences, you know. You see, the body delights in such ovations and desires a need to want to do it over and over again. And frankly, you don't have time. You have to go and pay the bills. You go to work. You do your little 9 to 5. Yeah. So basically, you need me because a floor is not a floor. And you're just not as good as you think you are. You're just floating, waiting until the day you finally drop. Which brings me to another story. I think you might like this one. It's a little personal, and I think that you like personal stories. And when I was a kid, my best friend lived on the street, and I'd go over his house every day, and we'd go play in his bedroom. And there was a hole in the wall. And the hole in the wall led to a view of the toilet and the bathroom. And his father was this big John Henry man. He was just really big and masculine, and he was like, he built railroads and all this other stuff. And I used to watch him, and he used to say something to me when he saw me and his son playing, and I knew he was going upstairs. And he'd say something like, something to do with an animal, something to do with an animal. Ah, that's what. Time to drain the weasel. And I was like, well, okay. I knew it was time for me to make an excuse, some sort of excuse to go upstairs and get my coat or maybe get a comic or something. But and it was only until very recently that I was thinking, I wondered if my best friend would watch his father too, because like most of you, the seams were never shut. They were never, ever tight enough. And so I could see you, and I could see you, and him, and her, and that baby, and those fucking ass pants. And it just kind of made me nuts, because I realized that there was no way for me to close my eyes and not see just how fucked up the world really was. And so I know you need me. You need to visit my webpage, and you need to go look at my Facebook and see my face. Find out what I'm writing, buy my books. All I can say is that a floor, it's not a floor. And you are not as good as you think you are. You're just waiting, 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 floating until the day you finally die. And